I'm about to blow. I gotta stay on my hustle, you know that I'm grinding for sure.
Welcome back to Hustlers. This is going to be a little bite-sized episode of the latest. If you used to watch the latest, our man Rani's a bit tied up with work this year so far, so we kind of scrapped it for a while, but we're going to bring back in these little bite-sized potties about the business, and we have Quinn Phelan.
Kia ora.
So yeah, like I said, bite-sized. It's just going to be short and sharp. We've got 3 topics here we're going to talk about that's going on currently within 1 through 8. And we will start with drop week, bro. The structure, how we're doing it.
Yeah. Well, this week we are... last week we were busy. This week we're pretty much dropping the rings on the Friday. We've got heaps of reels going out, a video going out. So I think at the moment we're trying to aim for 2 reels.
Yeah, so I think what a massive difference, first of all, that's changed drop weeks now is that it's not just myself. So I think something that's really important that we're doing at the moment for a drop week is that we'll meet up on the Monday morning and plan our content for the week. So I think we have two reels planned, like previews of like our drop video, which will be on the Friday that we drop, except we won't do that for the rings, right? Yeah, we won't. We'll only make the...
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. What have we got? No.
We'll always be able to hear you.
Oh, yeah. For the rings, we have... Just trying to think off the top of my head. We've got 2 reels going out. So we did like a little one, just an informative one to let people know. Got another one coming out, which is like a sizing one. It's not the flashiest, but it's just, it's good just to show something simple and that what people can relate to. So that's just on our different sizes of the rings. And then we release an actual video, which is actually pretty sick. Like it's only a little snippet, but it is fucking cool.
Yeah, the old coffee cup.
The coffee cup. Yeah, it looks real nice. So yeah, we filmed that in Wildflower, next door to where our office is. But yeah, just trying to up the content more and actually make it, like more short form, but just a bit more engaging for people because you kind of get lost in the longer videos. Plus, we've got the vlog that goes out every Sunday, which is kind of like where most of our information goes anyway.
Yeah, we'll talk about the vlog after, but I like it and the thought of like plastering really heavily based product stuff, like product based content on drop week, and during certain weeks, normal weeks could be pretty overkill, but like on drop week, you kind of want it to be like that.
Yeah, everything on drop week is just centered around, obviously, the drop. Obviously, dying back a little bit on the other content that we'll normally push out, and then just focusing heavily on the rings. So the 2 products that we've got coming out on Friday. Did obviously the photo shoot for them last week, which I'm surprised they actually came out really, really, really nice. Obviously the product shots, like I don't have a huge amount of experience, but like we're learning and we're just kind of doing what we can. And obviously that's it. Like you just have to put your foot forward and just try whatever you can at the moment. And for us, like, I think they came out all right. I mean, they're not amazing, but
they mean, and just because you hold yourself to a high standard for it.
Like I have hugely high standards, and because I don't really shoot, I don't shoot studio at all. So for me, it's like, I need to learn this, and kind of getting put in that position is like, okay, well, I'll just do what I can now, and like to the best of what I can do. But like when we come to our next drop, then I'll be definitely looking to get clued up in how to shoot in a studio. So.
And like you talked about the content being heavily based and how we push other content back, like even this week, we pushed a couple of things back to next week. There was one reel I'm trying to think of that we were talking about posting this week, and we're like, no, we'll just, how to dress the linen pants. Yeah,
so because we've still got other products as well. Like we're not just going to switch over and be like, okay, now we're a jewellery company, because we're not. But we do have other reels, but we need to push them back because obviously the linen pants are it is coming into winter, but because of the rings, it's a new drop for us. It's something that we haven't done before. We're trying to push it out and be like, hey, look, we are this media company, this clothing company, but also like we do dabble in other shit. And at the end of the day, like we just want people to have that experience that we do as well, which is pretty cool. And I think seeing these rings, it's actually a huge reflection of the business itself and everything. Like you've done a fucking cool job with them. Like, I don't know if you can see it very well, but I have one on my finger now. So Lossie just actually gave me this before. And, like, it's sick. It's like pride, bro. Like, you wear it and it's just like, a little bit of the business. Like,
and we actually made it, like, solid 925 sterling silver, like, quality shit. Wasn't cheap to make, hence the price of them. So, if you're watching this, we're dropping them on Friday, and they're going to be $138.
Yes, for
the first 24
hours. Which is cool. I think that's fucking mean how we're doing that.
Yeah. And then they'll bump up to $150. Probably. Yeah. So that's
something a little different.
Yeah. So the next thing I wanted to touch on was the vlogs, bro.
The vlogs. Yeah, we have been smashed. So obviously the first vlog, I'd say went out with a bit of a hit. Like, it was pretty cool. Had some drinks and stuff, got some good content. And then last week was obviously so focused on getting shit ready for this week that, we probably didn't get the content we wanted to. This week is feeling a little bit the same, but we have some shit organised potentially for the weekend. Well, regardless, we're going to make it happen because we have to. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to look at centering on now is, having that business side of it and actually kind of flowing into the more funny shit. Because for us, that's a bit more engaging. Yeah. And I think people are watching that a bit more.
Everyone loves, like I told you when I first met up with you, that our best content that works the best for us is the vlogs. It always has been. And, personally, like, that's the thing I prefer to watch the most. Like, I enjoy watching podcasts and stuff, but...
it's quick, eh? You can just get it out of the way.
Yeah,
and
bro.
Funny.
It's more interesting too. Like, it's the whole inside scoop on, like, what they're doing, what someone's doing. And humans, bro, we're nosy, so we want to know what everyone's up to. So I think vlogs are going to be massive for us. I think you've done a good job of them already. Like, I reckon... The just first one was hissing. Yeah. Second one, we got pretty slammed with work last week. So
there was there was enough in it, but it wasn't like to the scale of what we needed it to be. It wasn't there.
Yeah, and I reckon like it went too long. For the certain periods of it. So like the part where Beb and Devontae tell their story, like it's an interesting story. Yeah. But like I reckon we lost people there, like in that story, and then they probably didn't even watch the rest of the video. Like so. Short and sharp to the point, and if it doesn't reach our target of 10 minutes, then it doesn't reach it. It's like as long as it's interesting and people watch the whole thing and stay intrigued with it.
I think it's good learning from that as well, though, because we're experimenting still. Like obviously dropping vlogs now once a week and getting back into it. We're trying to see what does work and what doesn't. Like I'm watching.
Be cool to throw a little bit of this actual podcast into the vlog.
Yeah, we were talking about it and then how we're going to change. Like. Obviously, this weekend we spoke about, because it's Easter, we want to probably have like an Easter special for the vlog or do something crack up. Because I think town is open on the Saturday. And we've spoken about it, like obviously we were saying it would be really funny to go vlog in town. And everyone's, what about the camera? And it's like, fuck, who cares? Like, just go on with the camera and do it. And if you got to stop, then you got to stop, but you're still going to get shit.
Yeah.
And I think, that would be real funny to do. Like what we want to do anyway is put some shit in there and... if people are comfortable being in the vlog and on camera, then all good. And I think that's probably one thing we found what I did really well. Sorry, no, that's all right. What we found that did really well in the first vlog was when we took a little bit of risk in the vlog, like obviously going to footy training, asking like, who in the team wouldn't you let date your daughter?
Yeah.
Like that shit's funny as because it's like obviously throwing people under the bus, but we're all boys and it's like, boys and girls, sorry, but that shit just seems to work and
different shit
engaging.
Too,
Different
stuff that's different because otherwise you just become another person on YouTube that vlogs and like it's got to be like let's use our shit to our advantage. Like we've got a cool story, we've got a cool group of boys and girls, and like we have an ability to show like a pretty unique story. That we need to make sure that shows in our vlogs.
And I think with that, on the back of that as well, I feel like there's probably some people watching that might feel like, so like 138, and like they kind of associate that just with the vlog as well. But for us, it's more like it's a side that people probably don't necessarily see. Like we've got that 138 page, which obviously this is a structure that we're kind of moving into now, where that 138 page is very clean, minimal, professional. It's a reflection of like that hard work, the dedication, everything, like the focus. And then for us, that 138 TV side, which is sort of where the vlog comes under, is like you've got a pinch of that professionalism in there and like what we actually get up to, but then we want to put fun shit in there to say like, hey, look, we are human as well. We're just like you. Like we're not just in the office all day long. Like we still go have fun. Like, you know, we work hard, we have fun, and we want to show people that as well.
Yeah. I mean, show them our life, right? Like,
Yeah.
and that's not just the cool stuff and the pretty stuff. It's also the shit stuff and the funny stuff and the stuff we get up to.
Yeah.
Like you said, like, fuck, the boys are crack up. Like, you know, we got a good crack up group of boys.
Yeah.
Like, we may as well use that to our advantage and show people like
Yeah.
what we're like, you know?
Because we don't really want to hide shit. And I mean, like, we've spoken about this before as well. And we're not going to put all the stuff that goes wrong and hide it away from everyone, or
Yeah.
we're not just going to show everything polished, because it's not who we are. Like, we're on this journey, as other people probably watching this at the moment, and you know, like we're human, like I was saying before. We're not trying to be different or, you know, on another level to anyone else. We're just doing what we want to do and having fun while doing it.
Yeah, well, we're authentically telling our story
Yeah.
so people see it as we actually are, because what that helps us with is it's creating our story and our journey. And like I documented, you know, I talk about it in a couple podcasts, but first podcast I ever did was on these 2 shoeboxes in my bedroom, me and Kehu, and I posted a photo on 138 and was like wait till you see where we are soon. Like, this is where we're starting, but wait till you see where we are. And people who have followed us for that long will know this shit, like, and they'll be like, yeah, they go, fuck, it's so cool to see how far you've come and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's only because we documented to you what we were at the start.
Yeah,
otherwise you would
100%.
never have known.
And I think even for me coming into this journey now, like, and hearing your story too, like heaps of people will be like, fuck, it's so cool to see how far you've come. But obviously, because I've stepped into it now, even like with what we're trying to change and like what you've brought me in for, this still feels like, I don't know if you feel like this, but this still feels like a beginning in a way.
For sure, bro.
And like, people might look at us and be like, even people have messaged me, bro, knowing that I've joined on to you now, and they're like, fuck, bro, like, you've made it. Like, someone in town said the other day, they looked at me and they're like, bro, you're kind of like famous now. And I was like, what the fuck? It's like, no way, like, don't say that at all. I'm like, this is just what I was saying, like, our vlogs, it's just us doing us and having fun.
Was that the Hamilton person?
Yeah, there was
like
a
138?
few. Nah, this is another person, bro.
Oh, shit.
But,
Crack up.
yeah, we're just here doing what we can and having fun while doing it, and obviously going back to what the brand is about and like being inspired by purpose.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much just what we're trying to do. Like, we're not trying to be any different or any better than anyone else or any lower. We're just, doing what our purpose is.
One thing I forgot to mention on the content stuff was the email thing, and I think that's something that that Sweats Collective type vibe. So if you follow Sweats Collective, I'm on their emails, and I just see, I kind of guess, I look at these brands that I like and I try to align with, and how they operate. And like, I saw this cool thing that like they were doing like a countdown, like 3 days till drop day, 2 days till drop day, 1 day till drop day. It's drop day. And like, I didn't even open half the emails, but like, just to see it pop up in my email, and it's like 2 days till drop day, I was like, oh, I remembered they're dropping. And I saw the first email and I saw what they were dropping. I was like, oh, they're dropping those brown T-shirts and hoodies on Friday. Like, I know they're doing that now. And it was just like a little reminder, because I look at my email every day. And so it'll just be like 2 days, 1 day. And it keeps reminding me, it keeps flicking in my head. So,
in just simple way, simple and clean. Yeah, the emails that they do are wicked. And I think that's what Courtney's taking care of now,
Yeah.
It's, sussing our emails out. And because I can't remember who it was, but I listened to some podcast. Oh, James Smith, about his emails. You know, he emailed something like 10,000 people, bro, like every so often or whatever it was. And, you know, might not have got one reply.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, you're crazy. Oh, and same with James Clear, who does Atomic Habits.
Yeah.
You know, like, he wrote them over and over and over again. And, like, obviously not all of them had a return. But it was that repetition after a while. And then, you know, obviously it converted into customers.
Yeah.
But for us, it's like still a good habit. Like, we're doing the emails, and it's another form for our content to go out on.
Yeah.
A way for people to keep up. And then obviously, like, now with what we're doing with our reels, that relates back to that. And we're trying to target the same thing. So rather than just having a post on the day saying dropping now, or a post at the start of the week dropping then, we've got a certain amount of reels throughout the week because it's the repetition. Like,
Yeah.
you might not know, but you're going to see that. You're going to see the reel at the start of the week. You're like, oh shit, they're dropping rings. Even if you don't want to buy it,
Yeah.
you know, a couple of days later, you're going to see it again, and it's going to remind you, like subconsciously, your brain's going 1 through 8 rings.
Well, it's touch points, right? Like,
Yeah.
so they say it's like right now, I think it's sitting at like 20 touch points before someone will actually go
it
onto
used
your
to be,
website.
what was it back in the day? Like 5 or something.
Yeah, 5.
And now
like
you
that.
need 20. And like,
Yeah.
obviously, the human attachment now or something, it's like our attention span is, it's like 8
Exactly.
seconds or something. It's
Yeah.
8 to 15 seconds. It's shortening every year because of social media.
Yeah.
It's like,
Flick, 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 swipe,
Yeah.
swipe, swipe, swipe.
like I don't know if people notice this either, but you know, everyone is kind of like, I don't know what to post on social media or blah blah blah, or have a look. And obviously, like, low key, I don't like spending too much time on it, but you just have to look at how social media has changed. Look at Facebook back in the day. It was all about, you know, like those videos, like really raw videos were doing really well. Now it's changed a lot. They're moving into short form, so like reels get posted on Facebook now. Instagram is all about reels, because it's more engaging for people. You can tell a story in the span of 6 seconds if you want to, and that's what we're trying to do with our content.
Yeah, and that even understanding like how Facebook and Instagram and all that work in terms of
Yeah.
the algorithms and stuff. Like, you know, you talked about, I was like to you guys, like, fuck, I swear, I'll post the same video on as a normal video on Instagram, and then I posted it as a reel, and it'll get 10 times the views.
Yeah, because
Just
of the
'cause it's
reach.
a reel.
It's like you put it as a normal post. That normal post is going to show to your main lot of followers who might see it first. And obviously, like, Instagram now has changed. You can pick in like a order. So with, I don't know what the correct word is, but like whoever's posted the latest, it'll show you. But yeah, it's changed so much. And then obviously now, like, you've got TikTok and the same thing. Like, you can post one video up and it might get a couple million views. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck, bro. Okay, and last one here, we got upcoming ideas and projects.
Yes.
First one that comes to my mind is the Good
Good
Times
Times
Club.
Yeah.
And that whole idea, I think, is going to be cool for
Yeah.
us.
That's the idea, how it clicked. Like, you know, we're sitting in the cafe, first meeting that I had with Loss. And then obviously he mentioned that he wanted to start a sort of wellness site. And this is what we want to move into with the business too. Obviously mental health is a huge, huge issue. It's a little bit undermined in this country, in all honesty. You know, everyone says speak up, blah, blah, blah. But there's nothing on the back end of that. There's a few, but there's not a huge amount to say, hey, when you speak up, I'm going to be there to support you. And obviously that's what we wanted to sort of move into with Good Times Club as well. And not just around mental health, but just in general with bringing people together.
That's it, bro. And like, I don't, you know, I feel like nowadays it's becoming a thing where it's like, oh, people will jump on this train because they want to show that they support mental health and all this bullshit like that.
Yeah.
We've all been through this shit.
Yeah.
And for me, it's not like solving this big problem of mental health. It's creating a safe space that people are like, that makes them naturally feel better. And that they don't even have to think that they're going there for their mental health. They just know that we know that by bringing them there, by bringing them together and bringing everyone together for a walk on a Monday morning up the mount together, have a coffee and then go to work, something like that, is going to help our community. Like, we know it will.
And, you know, we're not professionals in this space. Like, by no means are we psychologists or doctors or anything like that. But in saying that, we are real people that have been through this shit before. And, you know, like someone said to me, they're like, well, you can't really get a degree in depression, can you? You can't get a qualification in depression. You know, you can learn about that stuff if you want. But for us, we just want to open up the space and bring people together. And, like, you know, we don't even have to talk about it because at the end of the day, not a lot of people do. But it's knowing that, hey, look, we're real people. There is a space that we can open up and just bring people together. And it's just creating that community and, you know, showing other people more of what we are and bringing them on board to help them too.
Yeah, so if you missed that, we were talking about probably setting up like a every second Monday morning, whatever time it is, 6 o'clock or something. Everyone will go for a walk up the mount, and then everyone just a cruise up the mount. Everyone walk, talk, yarn, get to the bottom. I'm going to try and sort out one of the coffee shops down there about sorting a deal for our group. So everyone comes in, it's a $2 coffee or something like that every second Monday morning if you come with the Good Times Club. So Everyone can sit down, have a coffee together, again, yarn, have a breakfast if you want to, fuck off and go and have a shower and that, and then go to work, whatever you do, carry on with the rest of your day. So, and then we could probably push that into, I talked to you this yesterday about like a little, set up basketball thing or something, like every second Sunday or something, we set up like social basketball fuck arounds, like 3-on-3s, and like you just like hop in on different courts and just jam and just talk to each other and yarn and have fun.
And then even not limiting it there, like this does have huge plans at the end of the day, really. Obviously, got to crawl before you walk and start off, test the waters and grow our community. But as the brand's done, we've got people not just in the Mount, like majority of marketers, elsewhere as well, overseas, and that's the same thing. Like we can broaden this out, especially with the podcast once it starts to gain a bit of traction and whatnot. We're looking at probably doing events elsewhere too and opening up
100%.
the space, and because it's not for just like nothing really. Like we're open to anyone to come, which is probably the beauty of it.
I can't wait till we can grow and we can actually spread it out more, obviously money is one massive thing. And just size and scale to be able to logistically go around and do them in different places and set them up in different places, which is ideally what we want to get to. So as long as we can now grow our business so we can get to that point and we can start smashing like different places and things like that, different ideas. Yeah. It'd be really cool,
100%. I think just before this is the last one, before we wrap up, just touching on that, obviously not trying to force it out there a huge amount, but when we do this, though, we're definitely going to document a lot of this, because at the end of the day, like, we are a business too, and we want, if we do want to grow this space with that other side of it, with the Good Times Club where we're heading and related into 138, then, by documenting it, it's only going to show to more people. Well, and obviously potential sponsors and stuff that we want to get in. So, we have a little bit of connections now. Well, not me, but mainly you, with what you've built. So if we can showcase that and then obviously get other businesses on board and provide them with a means of content to show what they're supporting and pushing out, then it's only going to grow even bigger. And for you guys as well to be involved, like we want this to be something big that is worthwhile. So, huge plans.
Me. All right, that wraps it up.
Good little chat.
Friday is the next podcast at 6 o'clock, and at 6 o'clock on Friday we're actually dropping the rings as well. So see you then.
Catch you later.